Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm making a Korean Philly cheesesteak. It's gonna be so delicious and so easy. Check it out. I have 2 onions here and I just wanna cut them in long strands just to kind of keep that pretty consistent throughout the Philly cheesesteak. So I'm just gonna, as you can see, pretty much roughly chop them. And that basically means, you know, the width really doesn't matter. You just kind of want to give them long, big pieces. So while we're waiting for our pan to get hot, let's go ahead and work on our sauce. I'm gonna take soy sauce. Let's do about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of gochujang with the soy. That's 3 tablespoons soy and 2 tablespoons of gochujang. About 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. We're gonna do about 2 teaspoons of sugar. So we're gonna whisk that all together to make our sauce. We can see now that our pan is heating up. You can really tell that it's ready because it's starting to smoke a little bit. So now we're gonna put in our onions. We're gonna sweat our onions until they're about translucent or close to translucent. That's when we're gonna add our sliced chuck. Now, to these onions, I'm just gonna salt them a little bit so that I keep that oniony flavor intact. Smelling so fragrant and so delicious. I love onions because they add so much sweetness and a really nice texture. And if you caramelize them long enough, they turn into this sort of jammy, like sweet jam that I love. Really good on a burger. So you can see this is smoking now. That's okay. We're at a pretty solid temperature. So we're just sweating those out. And translucent, they're getting a little bit dark, which is really good for us. That's the Maillard reaction at work. I'm just gonna take my sliced beef. This is sliced chuck. Now I'm just gonna put that into the pan and let that all cook together. This has been already pre-sliced for me, so they're nicely thinly sliced, but I put them in the freezer for about an hour just so that they cook nicely when it gets in the pan. So I'm just gonna cook all that through. To the meat, I'm going to add some salt. You want to make sure you're salting throughout so that you're pretty consistent. That really brings out the flavor of the beef. If you have access to beef tallow, you definitely want to add it to your Philly cheesesteak. That adds just another layer of beefiness to it. Okay, so now that our meat is fairly cooked through, it's really caramelized beautifully. This is where we want it. We're now gonna add our cheese right on top. Add that cheese, the cheesy goodness. And once the cheese is on top, we're just gonna cover this to allow it to melt. Look at the meltiness on this baby. Now that I have that, I'm gonna put my Hawaiian bread, put this right on top. And there you go, look at this beauty. Wow. Can you look at that? It's so beautiful and it's so gorgeous. Okay, so now for the ultimate taste test. I can't wait to dig in on this. I've taken pictures. Look how flimsy it is. Because of the Hawaiian roll, it's so soft and fluffy. The gochujang is a perfect addition to this. The meltiness and the caramelization of the meat plus the gochujang. That is priceless. This should be the official LA cheesesteak with a gochujang soy sauce plus onions caramelized with the steak. Oh, you can't go wrong. Thanks for watching, everybody.